Hey YouTube family, how are you guys doing? It's Univox versus J-Man. Let's see who comes out on top. Let's go check out some gear. Alright, so here lies the battle ahead of us. So Univox. I heard of the name before, but I don't know that I've heard it on a guitar headstock. I've never seen one. Anyway, it's got some pretty cheap tuners. As you can see, we got a broken string. The other strings are black. The frets are green, and they look like they're flat in some spots. String alignment, surprisingly though, is pretty good. Like if you look at the distance from the E string to the edge of the board and this E string to the edge of the board, it's not too bad. Strings over the magnets, again, not terrible. It's pretty good. These are interesting. They got pickup rings, which mount to the body right here. And then, you know, the pickup adjuster are inside. Here they have a double adjuster, and then, you know, the mounts over here. So we'll take those off because they're full of, I don't know, like dog hair or dust and lint. So we'll have to clean all that out. I plugged it in. It does work, but there's a lot of noise coming from the jack. So either a broken wire or just a bad jack. He doesn't have a trem, but he said if I could find one that would fit, he would be interested in, you know, kind of learning how to use a trem. The body is pretty good paint-wise, but it's just covered in, like, I don't know, like DNA or whatever you want to call it. Just, it's very rough. So I might just take everything apart and give it a polish. And probably need a complete fret job. Probably more work than what this guitar is worth, but it's it'll be like a labor of love. And God knows, you know, maybe I won't be able to do anything with it. As far as the backside, like no major dings, dents, chips. And these tuners are, like I said, not very good. As you can see by the limited amount of teeth on that sprocket wheel, the gear ratio is not extremely high. So anyway, I guess the only thing to do now is just tear it apart. Oh my gosh. There's lint and mold inside this cavity.
The endless road, a hum begins to grow, dusty strings beneath my hand.
So check this out. So it's got a solid sleeve right here for the trem, but the rest is all it's all wide open. See that? It's, you know, it's all right, pretty cool. But just so dirty. Holy moly.
Door starts to flow, chicken picking on the E, a bend up sharp and clear. Overdrive begins to scream, chasing away all fear. Revving up a country beat, a twangy wild refrain. Feel the rhythm in my feet, wash away the pain. Yeah, this guitar is talking loud, a southern soulful cry underneath the summer cloud, with freedom in the sky. Fingers fly across the frets, a blur of motion swift, every lick a memory.
The neck goes right to the pocket. Yeah, that's different. Anyway, all right, at least now we can get to some cleaning. I'll pop this neck off. You think Univox drills their neck body holes? and they do not. The neck is not very snug in there. I don't know what this neck is made with. This looks like rosewood. The neck looks dark, and I doubt it's roasted maple, so it must be like mahogany maybe or something. Just remove the truss rod cover, and it's a 4mm truss rod wrench. And you know what? The truss rod works. So that's good. These tuning machines are surprisingly pretty tight, but the posts have a little bit of play. Not as bad as some of the posts that I've seen on some, brand name guitars. So not bad at all. Looks like this body is made with MDF. That is like, it has a feltish feel to the wood. That's MDF, man.
Country music gift from the porch to open fields. The spirit takes its flight. Amplify your stars to yield to the fading morning light. Ripping up a country beat, a twangy wild refrain. Feel the rhythm in my feet, wash away the pain. Yeah, this guitar is talking loud, a southern soulful cry underneath the summer cloud, with freedom in the sky. No words needed for this sound, just pure unadulterated zeal. Every note a sacred ground for everything I feel. From the heart and
Somebody watching right now is like, what a waste of time. You're never going to see that pocket. I agree, but this is MDF, and it's all open pore. It's like paper. So I'm just sealing it, just like the rest of the guitar.
to the soul, this music sets me free, losing all my self-control
Right, body is done.
for the world to hear and see. Revving up a country beat, a twangy wild refrain. Feel the rhythm in my feet, wash away the pain. Yeah, this guitar is talking loud, a southern soulful cry underneath the summer cloud, with freedom in the sky. Fades away the final chord, a whisper in the breeze, but the echo lingers on through the rustling of the trees. Yeah, the rhythm lingers on, a promise in the air, till the next time that we play, without a single care. He wants to shred some licks, he's got the urge to play. He's been addicted to tone since the very first day. With a high and a budget, you can go far. 'Cause he says if you like it, it's a good guitar. Wanna join the fun and move at your own pace? Welcome to the Gear Cave at J-Man's place. Oh, J-Man's Gear Cave, where the fun begins. He's got nothing to hide, so let's dig in. Why not be part of the family and join the crew? J-Man's Gear Cave is waiting for you. From guitar reviews to mods and tricks.
I don't have any chrome ones. Those black ones are going to have to do. And the original black screws were too small, so I had to reuse the screws that were in here. Well, this one was missing one altogether, so I had an extra screw there I found in my junk drawer. So that'll work. All right, this neck is ready.
He plays a little rocks and blues and he chicken picks. Of all the types of guitars, Taylor's are the best. It's all about the twang that beats out the rest. We'll dive into reviews, unboxings, and more. He hope you find the content you're looking for. Oh, J-Man's Gear Cave, where the fun begins. He's got nothing to hide, so let's dig in. Why not be part of the family and join the crew? J-Man's Gear Cave is waiting for you. Rock on! Rock on! Yeah! He wants to shred some licks. He's got the urge to play. He's been addicted to tone since the very first day. High end or budget, you can go far. 'Cause he says if you like it, it's a good guitar. Wanna join the fun and move at your own pace? Welcome to the Gear Cave at J-Man's place. Oh, J-Man's Gear Cave, where the fun begins. He's got nothing to hide, so let's dig in. Why not be part of the family and join the crew? J-Man's Gear Cave is waiting for you. Rock on. From guitar reviews to mods and tricks, he plays a little rocks and blues and he chicken picks. Of all types of guitars, he likes Taylor's the best.
Okay. Ah, shoot. Got them reversed. Those yellow knobs are not going back on. We're going with some chrome telly knobs. There we go. Perfect. Oh yeah, that works great.
It's all about the twang that outdoes the rest. He'll dive into reviews.
Holy smokes, that was a big job. We're getting to the end though. I had to replace all these saddle screws with 6mm screws because they had 8 and 10s in there. And the only ones that could handle the 8s were the D and the G string because, you know, they follow the radius, they're a little higher. Saddles are pretty much level with the plate, which is fine. There's still lots of break angle. and the plate is flush to the body. So I just really have to set up the intonation, and I think we'll be ready for a sound check.
Unboxings and more. He hopes you find the content you're looking for. J-Man's Gear Cave, where the fun begins. He's got nothing to hide, so let's dig in. Why not be part of the family and join the crew?
All right, the Univox Strat style guitar is done. Man, it was one heck of a battle. Just when I thought I had it in the chokehold and I was about to submit, man, it came back, flipped me over, put me in an armbar, and Mr. Bad, I had to squirm to get out of it. When I put it back together, I finished all the soldering. I thought it was done, just had to do the intonation like you saw in the video. I just ran through the sounds very quickly to make sure everything was good, and lo and behold, it's out of phase in the middle position. So then I'm like, no big deal, I'll just flip the wires on one of the pickups. But these pickups don't have two separate wires. They have one sleeve, and inside is another sleeve with the hot wire, and then the ground wire is kind of wrapped around that one. You know, you got to peel it out. So there isn't two individual wires. So I figured I'd swap them out anyway, see what happens. But of course, in my efforts to make a nice neat job back here, I didn't have enough length to swap them. So I soldered extra length on the cables and, you know, tidied all that up, flipped them over. Now the pickup doesn't work. Like, great. So I put them back the way they were, and I thought I'll just flip the humbucker wire pickups. Same thing. Flipped them, it doesn't work. So then I tried pulling the pickup out and flipping it around 180 degrees, thinking, never know, these old guitars, maybe that'll work. That didn't work. Tried that with the humbucker. That doesn't work. Plus, this humbucker has, you'll notice it has two adjustment screws over here and one over here. So the metal plate underneath that these screws sit in is wider at this end than at that end, and the guitar cavity is actually routed wider over here to allow for this wider gap. So had I flipped this pickup around, I would have had to have done some additional routing on the other side to allow for those two adjustment screws as opposed to just the one, which wouldn't have been a big deal. So I did do that, flipped the pickup around, I just jammed it in there, tried it, still out of phase. So I'm like, all right, what's going on? My option was take one of these magnets out and flip it 180 degrees. I took this pickup out, took the back plate off, had a look. It's totally covered in some kind of hot wax glue stuff. Like, I'm not digging that out to make it to the magnet, so forget that. Took the humbucker apart, peeled the tape off of it, took the screws off the back plate. The magnet is visible. I'm like, great, I'll just pull it off. But of course, there's like this rubber goop melted all around the pole pieces and the magnet. So I had to slice my way through all that stuff with my trusty fine blade knife. And finally, I was able to loosen the magnet, take it off, flip it around, and lo and behold, I did not break any wires, and that worked. So now we have in-phase pops in the middle position. So the battle has been won. Now to see what this thing sounds like, and I hope it sounds pretty good because it's a cool little guitar. It's like a mini Strat body. It's small, but it's a full size neck, and it's a 25.5-inch scale length. So it feels different in the hands. You think you're playing a mini Strat, but then it's a regular size neck. So it's like, oh, interesting. I got this on a Fender Twin on my GP50 clean setting, full volume, full tone. Bridge position sounds like this. I don't know what you guys are hearing on the cell phone mic camera, but Mr. Man, this thing Music sounds awesome in the room. The action is super low. I have it at 0.05 on the low E, A, and D, and I got it at 0.045 on the G, B, and E. It's super easy to play. Wow. Neck position. That one sounds good too. Talk about tone wood and people using alder and mahogany and ash and to build guitar bodies. Maybe we should just use MDF. Seems to work pretty good for this Univox. And middle position sounds like this. Great! You got a little bit of drive on this thing. Neck position with some drive on it. This thing is awesome. Holy smokes. Who would have ever guessed that a $15 yard sale Univox would sound and play like that? I'm impressed. Anyway, hope you guys learned something. If anything, don't turn your back on a cheap guitar, because you just never know. It'll fight you. It'll fight you every step of the way. But man, you just got to get out of that arm bar and use your scissor kicks and whatever other tools you have and just force it into submission. It's worth it in the end. You guys take care. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.